YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make Kinder Surprise holders. My name is Chris Hartman. I am a CNC enthusiast, and today I have a little task here from a co-worker. We have this wonderful... Today I have the task from a co-worker. She had her firstborn, had this Kinder Surprise egg, and then she had another child and doesn't have another one of these. She said, can you replicate it? And that's exactly what we did. Today we're going to use Easel, and we're going to use the image trace function to make this Easter egg holder. So we're going to replicate it, but then more season appropriate, we're going to make a snowman. So I have this rabbit that I created. Actually, I just photocopied it from the original, and here's what it showed up as. And then I've taken it into Photoshop, and basically I just created a white outline of this object. I got rid of his face because I just need the shape. So here it is in Photoshop, and I just put a purple background so I can see it. And I'm going to go File, Save as a Copy, and I'm going to save it as this rabbit. And then I'm going to go into Easel, and I have the old project of my last project sitting here because the piece of plywood is still sitting on my CNC machine, and I don't want to have to readjust everything. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to Image Trace, and I'm going to upload that same rabbit. And there we go. And here's the rabbit, and I want to hit invert, and I want to change the smoothness. And then I can tweak the threshold, which won't really matter. And then I'm going to hit import. And here is my rabbit, and you can see that he's actually not tall enough. Okay, so I'm just going to take a measurement from my actual rabbit, and I'm going to find out that he is exactly 5 inches wide at the widest point. So I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change my width to 5 inches. And it should proportion him to the right height. Okay, and then the only thing I really care about for this rabbit is whether or not my centerpiece is the right size. So I'm going to zoom in here. Because it is not Easter, and we are going to be making snowmen. So I need this to be 2.58 inches. And I have the wrong cut on here, so I'm going to change this to cut on the inside of the shape path. And I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to change that cut path to change on the outside of the path. And that is closer to the exact size we need. So I'm just going to take my resizing tool, and I'm going to change it so that the inside of the Kinder Surprise is the right dimensions when we cut it. So just make them a little bit bigger. there. And then let's just make sure this one, the widest part is 1.8, which it looks like it is. So I only care about the middle, and we're going to use a 1/8 inch bit, and we're going to cut this rabbit out and see if we can replicate that center hole. Okay, so I successfully cut out my rabbit and it looked really good, but it's not Easter, so I want to create something different like a snowman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, copy, paste, and I have another one, and I really don't care about this rabbit, but I do care about this oval. That's the only thing I care about. So what I'm going to do, and this is a little bit annoying with the image trace. So the image trace doesn't let me separate these two items that I know of. So I'm going to edit these points. And this might be annoying, but I'll do it quickly. So I'm going to delete these points eventually to the point where I get rid of my rabbit. And now, whoops, one too many. Okay, so now I have this center point, and that's all I really want. So now I'm going to take this, and here is my Kinder Surprise template. Now I can go to the Pro Design Gallery, and I can search for a snowman. And I am going to pick a snowman that is very simple with a hat. And it's going to be this guy. And I'm going to go, I'm going to go outline inside. And where did I put it? And I put it down here. Okay. And I'm going to come up here. I'm going to rotate them 90 degrees. And I'm going to make them big. And that looks pretty good. The only thing I don't like about the snowman is I also want to edit his points because I don't want, and let's see what this has done. This is actually a tray, you can tell. So I'm actually going to delete the inside lines of the snowman. There we go, because I don't need it to be a tray. And the only other thing, so I have the outline of a snowman, and now what I need to do is I need to edit these points down here so that, so that I can have the snowman sit on the ground. So I want to maybe add a point in there, and then I want to add a point Okay, I'm actually going to do this a little bit more precisely. So I'm going to zoom in quite a bit. And let's add a point on the 23 and on the 23 line. Okay, and that looks horrible. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this point and delete it. I deleted the wrong point. All right, we've got a flat bottom now. Okay, and I know this guy is roughly 8 inches, and I can make the snowman smaller, so I'm done editing those. And I'm just going to change this guy so that he's no larger than, I'm just going to save wood. Oops. And make him 7 inches tall. And place him right about there. And actually I can nope, wrong one. Center the egg right about there. And we've got our snowman. And if I place him, maybe he's too small in comparison to the rabbit. So let's just only change. Let's change snowman, make him a little bigger. That's a good size snowman. And we'll realign those two objects. And let's put them down here. Okay, now let's change this cut to, we can change this one to outside the shape path. We can make it go all the way through. We got some tabs in there. And I'm going to now cut this snowman, see how it turns out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful week.